You know, sometimes families don't always get along. Favoritism and jealousy lead to all kinds of separation that can only be redeemed by the God who is above all and through all and in us all. So consider this story today from Genesis chapter 37, verses 1 through 4 and verses 12 through 28. And we'll be reading from the Contemporary English Version. Jacob lived in the land of Canaan, where his father Isaac had lived. And this is the story of his family. When Jacob's son Joseph was 17 years old, he took care of the sheep, and his brothers, the sons of Bilhah and Zilpah. But he was always telling his father all sorts of bad things about his brothers. Jacob loved Joseph more than he did any of the other sons, because Joseph was born after Jacob was very old. Jacob had given Joseph a fancy coat to show that he was his favorite son, and so Joseph's brothers hated him and would not be friendly to him. One day, when Joseph's brothers had taken the sheep to the pasture near Shechem, his father Jacob said to him, "I want you to go to your brothers. They are with the sheep near Shechem." "Yes, sir," Joseph answered. His father said, "Go and find out how your brothers and sheep are doing. Then come back and let me know." So he sent him from the Hebron Valley. Joseph was near Shechem and wandering through the fields when a man asked, "What are you looking for?" Joseph answered, "I'm looking for my brothers who are watching the sheep. Can you tell me where they are?" "Well, they're not here anymore," the man replied. "I overheard them say they were going to Dothan." Joseph left and found his brothers in Dothan. But before he got there, they saw him coming and made plans to kill him. They said to one another, "Look, here comes the hero of those dreams. Let's kill him and throw him into the pit and say that some wild animal ate him. Then we'll see what happens to those dreams." Reuben heard this and tried to protect Joseph from them. "Let's not kill him," he said. "Don't murder him or even harm him. Just throw him in a dry well out there in the desert." Reuben planned to rescue Joseph later and take him back to his father. When Joseph came to his brothers, they pulled off his fancy coat and threw him into a dry well. As Joseph's brothers sat down to eat, they looked up and saw a caravan of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead. Their camels were loaded with all kinds of spices that they were taking to Egypt. So Judah said, "What will we gain if we kill our brother and hide his body? Let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and not harm him. After all, he is our brother." And the others agreed. When the Midianite merchants came by, Joseph's brother took him out of the well, and for 20 pieces of silver, they sold him to the Ishmaelites, who took him to Egypt. And this is the word of God for us, the people of God. And we say, thanks be to God.